California, and let's apply it to people like Virgie Tovar. If you're telling people that it's your right to be as big and fat as you want to be, and you don't owe anybody anything, then why do these same insurance companies owe you the ability to insure you when they know it's going to be an automatic loss? And the more that companies lose, the more they take it out on the rest of us that are paying. So if you're one of these people that says, Jesse, I don't care, I want these people insured, hey, amen, I agree with you. But at the same time, every time you and I look at our bill and it progressively gets incredibly higher and incredibly higher, it's because a lot of these people don't want to try to take the best care of themselves that they can. Jesse, what if you fall dead tomorrow? I would still recommend that you walk every day. If there's 1 million venters, then at the end of the year, you know as well as I do, a couple of us are going to perish. That's just mathematically the way it is. Walking does not guarantee that you're going to get to live forever. It simply is a bet that you're making on yourself to live longer and a little bit healthier. So Becky, Carla, Lily, Sean, Mala, there is a method to our madness. Arizona Raccoon, I hope you're walking every day with us like I think you are. We're going to lose some weight, and 90 days is going to pass before you know it. It's going to be done like that, and we're going to be 20, 30 pounds less. And by the way, when my son was born, he and I had a Blue Cross Blue Shield policy where combined, no joke, I think it was like $150 a month. It was something really, really inexpensive. Was it $150 a month or $100 a week? It was totally inexpensive. Now to get that same policy, I mean, it costs like $1,000 a month. Those are things that are just draining on you. And it's impossible. Well, the reason it's impossible is because so many Americans end up getting heart disease. And instead of us taking accountability and trying to eat better, we want to sue McDonald's. I mean, I don't know about you, but every time there's a big giant lawsuit, it seems like the only people that get rich out of that are the lawyers, and then everybody else gets a check for $1,000. It's just not worth it. What we need to do is we need to get healthier, and the only way we can do that is everyone has a responsibility to start with the man or woman in the mirror. The best way to not get in trouble with your health is to be as healthy as you possibly can. And by the way, like all people, I'm a hypocrite. Halloween still gives me troubles. Thanksgiving and Christmas still gives me troubles. But you know, if I went on an eating binge and gained 40 or 50 pounds, I'm not the type of person that would want to sue McDonald's over it. I mean, unless my lawyer said we could win. And by the way, if you're a Californian, look at what voting for these people leads to. Crazy, goofy stuff. Oh my goodness. At least contemplate voting the other way. Because otherwise, what if there is some day where you want to make a change, but nobody in California ever changes anything? It's not good when particular states always vote one way or another. Well, Jesse, how come you're telling us you don't want people to move to Arizona and change our state? That's because I'm on the side that seems halfway reasonable. We are all hypocrites, aren't we? God darn it. Insurance doesn't want to pay. I told you guys the other day that Trump will save TikTok if you guys promise to never vote Democrat again. So here I am saying we don't want any type of uniparty situation, right? But then I'm begging you guys to vote for Republicans. I'm a hypocrite. We're all hypocrites. Jasmine Johnson, 2687, says, no one has to be healthy. What the F? WTF? Question mark. When somebody's working with your Department of Health, you don't expect them to say the opposite of what's true. It kind of reminds you of 1984 and all the doublespeak and stuff. In a lot of dystopian novels, they predicted that in the future, people would actually use our words in the opposite way they were meant. And think about this, when you have somebody that is excessively overweight and they're telling you that there's nothing wrong if you want to be excessively overweight like them, and then the Department of Health in your city or state employs them, in other words, pays them money to tell you that, it really seems dystopian to me. And in that way, I would say, do you really want to vote for a party fully knowing that even if you get rid of certain people, they're going to be replaced by people that think the exact same way as them? This is not good when you have somebody working for the Department of Health that's literally talking about something that poisons people that way. Lee Chen Yes Song Ho, 7442. Say that 10 times fast. Lee Chen Yes Song Ho, 7442 says, delusion is a hell of a drug. Thank goodness we have people that regardless of what party they're at, they can take a step back and say, you know what, this is kind of cray-cray. One of the most famous Democrat speakers out there is Bill Maher. One thing I can say about Bill Maher is he has the ability to take a step back and sometimes disagree with his party. I think we should all have that ability. Take a step back. I'll start it. Ready? Orange man bad every now and then. Okay, I'm coming through for you. Now I need you guys to do it too. This California thing is a little crazy. Sometimes my party can take things too far. Give it to us, Democrat venters, give it to us. Leonard Goldberg, 2879, says the American diet is highly processed seed oils, highly processed carbohydrates, corn syrup, refined sugars. It all equals cancer, obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart failure, etc., etc. What if we are simply in a simulation where the people running the simulation want to find out how long we can live under certain crazy conditions? You're thinking, Jesse, that's not what the world is. I know it's probably not what the world is, but just for fun, let's imagine. You've got a little say-so in this. You know the chemicals they put in the food make the food addictive. We might not be able to fight it while it's in our mouth and we're enjoying the flavor of it, but when we're on our walks, we can take a step back, jump into our think tank, tell ourselves, hey, we have to eat. If it's down between eating a burger or starving, by golly, we're going to eat the burger. But if we're not starving, we should have a little bit of strength to try to choose good foods to eat over bad. So one of the first things we can do, because we're already walking, is let's make today that day where we decide not to drink as much soda as we used to. Let's make today the day that instead of drinking some sort of sweet substance, we drink water.